Good morning, campers. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY5962 starting our broadcasting day. And today, for your viewer enjoyment, we're going to be bringing you a test roll of the Nikon SP Part 2. Basically, just some of my first thoughts, and then at the very end, I'll go ahead and tack on all of the gallery images from the first test roll that I took. So when I made the Part 1 video, I believe I just had the camera itself. I didn't have any of the attachments. For instance, I didn't have a lens cap on it, or I didn't have the 35mm cold shoe viewfinder on it. I don't believe I had the half case on it. All of these were attachments that I purchased separately. I had the Canon 35mm already, and I didn't realize that I was going to like the 35mm viewfinder so much on this camera. Actually, when I took the test roll, I didn't have the viewfinder on at all, the cold shoe viewfinder. The actual viewfinder itself has somewhat of a greenish tint to it, and it's a little, just slightly dimmer than I'd probably like it to be. Not crazy dim, but not really bright, but extraordinarily usable. And then also, well, I mean, it's a 60-year-old camera, so I guess that's to be expected. The other thing was the viewfinder, the rangefinder patch in it is, I wouldn't characterize it as strong. It's usable, very usable in bright sunlight. When I bring it inside and I'm taking pictures in my kitchen, then I can still focus on things, but it's much dimmer. Although I don't take a lot of indoor pictures, so really not a problem. And the other thing that I found was I had to sort of be careful when I was advancing the film, because if I had the camera strap up and I rewound and I hit the advance all the way over, it would kind of catch on the clearance of the frame advance wouldn't clear the little split ring. Not a big deal. I very quickly just got used to holding this down and then hitting the frame advance. So those were kind of some first thoughts. It's a very fun camera to shoot, and we have like a test roll of film here, and we'll go ahead and digitize that, tack it onto the end. We shot Sunny 16. The camera does not have a light meter, so I was using Sunny 16 rules. I was at f/16 most of the time, and I was probably 1/500th of a second most of the time. If I was in shadows, probably down to 1/125th of a second. Most of the time I was zone focusing, so I had infinity set to f/16, which means anything between like 6 feet, 4, 5, 6 feet, and infinity would all be in focus. There were some pictures, if I was taking pictures of like bark on a tree, or if I was taking pictures of signage, then I was actually using the rangefinder patch. So let's see, I think that's about it. So I think I'll stop rambling and then just go ahead and tack the digitized images onto the end of this video. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY5962, ending our broadcasting day. Good night, campers.